Hi, it's Erik and welcome to our Correspondence Corner this week. We had a lot of students that took the time to come to Washington. I met with the Eden Prairie and the Edina High School First Robotics teams that are studying science, technology, engineering, and math. Great to see these students engaged in those topics and subjects at a pretty young age. We also had students that came by that shared their perspective and their work representing Minnesota at the National History Day competition. They've done papers and projects. We wish them the best of luck as well. We had a lot of students from Chaska. It was kind of fun to see them. We're going to get to our questions this week, and we had quite a few, in particular, a lot of phone calls that came in on the topic of the IRS. And so we'll first take the question that came in from Amber in Rogers. She basically was concerned about the revelations recently that the IRS lost all of these emails that were tied to the Lois Lerner situation. And for those of you that aren't familiar or can't remember, Lois Lerner is the individual at the IRS who was identified as being the top person knowingly that was involved in the IRS targeting Americans or individuals based on their personal beliefs, something that is unacceptable. The IRS promised full cooperation, they promised full disclosure. Then last Friday, they released in the middle of a 27-page letter the revelation that, oh, by the way, since February, we have known since February that all of the emails and communications between Lois Lerner and 6 other IRS employees, including the Chief of Staff, are lost and cannot be found. This is unacceptable also. It is time for the Department of Justice to step in to find accountability and make sure we have transparency so this can never, ever happen again. I also received an email from Ron in Excelsior, and Ron says, "Dear Congressman Paulsen, gas prices have jumped again. Crude oil prices are rising at home and abroad, and America's ill-advised energy policy is only making matters worse. The price of a gallon of gas is already outrageous. I urge you to increase production, cut the bureaucratic red tape, and promote smarter energy policy." Ron, thanks for sharing your thoughts on that. And of course, you're absolutely right. And as we enter the summer driving season, gas prices traditionally rise, but there are also other issues happening around the world that are raising the price of oil that impact gas prices here at home. I really do believe, and Congress will take action in the House just in the upcoming month to help lower gas prices by making sure we've got an energy policy that is not relying on imports, but is also expanding domestic production. That's really key and critical. And there are areas where we can reduce bureaucratic red tape, we can increase production offshore, and then make ourselves independent of foreign oil. Really critical, not only keeping prices down, but also making sure we're not going to be dependent on these other foreign countries, many of whom don't like us in the first place. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to join today on the Congress for the Correspondence Corner. Don't hesitate to send in your thoughts, your ideas, or your questions. You can reach me on Twitter, Facebook, or of course on the website at paulsen.house.gov. Have a good weekend.